And good morning. Welcome to Community Voice. I'm your host, Josh Engel. Today is Friday, March 22nd, and so happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
The voice you hear right there, the silky, a wise voice you hear right there is the one and only Amanda Camp. She's the executive director of Coweta CASA, and today we're going to be talking about a pretty big event that's coming up. I'm sure everyone heard about their 80s prom last year, which was just an absolute blowout. The photos were out of control.
We had so much fun.
What color was your dress? Red?
It was red.
That's it. I remember. See, it's burning in my memory.
Yes, it was red.
I was telling Colin before the show, I was like, man, they went all out last year. She had this red dress. She was just going hard, and everyone had a blast.
Oh, yeah, because I borrowed it from the theater.
Shout out to Tim Chapman.
Yes, all my friends
Arts.
over there. Craig, yeah.
Hooked her up with his style. So I feel like they might have a bit more trouble helping you this year. Or maybe not, because this year's a fundraiser event is a Roaring Twenties prom. Dinner, dancing, drinks, and silent auction. Makes me think of The Office. A little dinner, dancing, drinks.
Exactly.
Dinner, dancing, drinks, silent auction. It's coming up Friday, April 19th from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. ? Who knows? Maybe it'll go longer. It's going to be at Old Moreland Mill, right? On 7 Main Street, Moreland, Georgia.
Yes.
We're going to talk all about that and a lot more. But first, let's throw it over to who everyone is here to see. Amanda Camp. Amanda, tell us, good morning, first of all.
Good morning.
So glad to have you on the program.
So glad to be here. Always fun.
If you'd like to see Amanda's bright, colorful, floral sweater, hop on the live stream, because we are also live streaming on our WLBB Facebook page. So if you have any questions or comments for our guests, feel free to throw that in there. So, all right, Amanda, tell us your story. Tell us a bit about you.
Sure.
And then after, let's talk about Coweta CASA, what the organization is and their mission and so forth. But first, let's hear about you.
I'm not very interesting, but I was born and raised here in Carroll County, proud graduate of Bowdoin High School and the University of West Georgia. Go Wolves. I love my time and experience there. I was the director of the CASA program here for 17 years. So now I'm going into this fall will be 24 years experience as a CASA director. And so obviously I love what we do at CASA. I absolutely believe in the mission of providing volunteer advocates to speak up for children that are experiencing foster care.
I'd say 24 years, you're pert near expert in terms of handling that. Now, and working in this field.
I am.
So let's talk a bit about the needs. So you have this organization that is assisting these families.
We do.
Mm-hmm. Well, before we even get into the needs, if you could you take us through like a typical case that you deal with, just a hypothetical?
There's no typical case. The majority of children within our area here, and I'll include like our local area, most children come into foster care because of abuse or neglect concerns. The majority is neglect, and the majority of those neglect cases are related to substance use. And so that, I would say anywhere from 85 to 95% of our cases, one or both parents has a substance use disorder. And so that makes it a challenge for them to parent and provide for those basic needs. So that would be more of a basic case, is that you've got a parent that's got substance abuse, mental health issues, and they are struggling to parent and provide for those basic needs. Typically, kids are in foster care for at least a year or longer, unfortunately. So
you have your fundraisers throughout the year.
We do.
Before we talk about last year's event and kind of how it all turned out, let's kind of let's linger a bit on the needs of an organization like this, because I imagine that there are a few different avenues, operational. Funds that are necessary to keep everything moving, funds to help provide supplies and items of dignity to individuals who are in foster care, something so they can have their own this. They
Absolutely.
don't have to borrow this. Just take us through that. Take us through the needs that an organization like this has to raise funds for.
Yeah, ironically enough, yesterday a connection with a former board member that owns a store over in Noonan, guy came in. He donated brand new sleeping bags. So I've got a ton of sleeping bags that were just dropped off at my office yesterday. We had like the Junior Beta Club at Blake Bass Middle School school that donated personal hygiene items for our kiddos. So soap, shampoo, deodorant, all of those things. So we try to maintain a lot of those items. The Coweta Democrats donated more than 60 brand new pieces of luggage for our kiddos.
60?
Yes. Like we're talking the really, really nice ones, good size, not, something raggedy that's been sitting in someone's attic for 30
hard
years.
shell.
Yes, hard shell, awesome luggage. So we are so blessed with those kind of in-kind like community support and donations. And as a nonprofit, of course, there's tons of expenses that you just have to have. You're talking about officers and directors insurance, rent, utilities, keeping the lights on, having internet, computers, etc., plus your staff members that support these CASA volunteers. We are very, very blessed that we have some amazing federal grant partners. One of our big ones is Promoting Safe and Stable Families, they're fabulous, as well as our friends with the VOCA funding, which is Victims of Crime funding, because children in foster care are child victims of abuse or neglect. And so those are our two major federal grant partners, as well as Georgia CASA. We are so blessed with the support from our local senators and representatives that support us in the state budget to have funding that then trickles down to our CASA programs here in Georgia to support staff salary, because that's your biggest expense.
Absolutely. I mean, and an essential, a necessary expense to keep everything moving. I mean, folks have to understand that with nonprofits, with organizations such as these, I mean, it's incredibly expensive to make a difference, which is why we're so grateful to live in such a supportive and loving area.
We're so very blessed. And that's why we do the local fundraising, is because I can actually utilize the funds that we raise locally, because with one of our grants, we have to have a 25% cash match. So it's like a buy-in. So I tell folks, like when you're donating and you're buying a ticket, or one of our local civic clubs or churches donates, I'm able to maximize that. And, I'm able to draw down 75% then in federal cash dollars there.
That's great. Okay.
So it's a win-win.
It's great. I think that listeners, I always love hearing, this behind the scenes stuff, because it kind of like puts in perspective how their donation can be doubled.
It is. It's tripled. Like you're tripling your donation, because that's what we use as funding from our fundraisers, is for our cash match. So we're able to draw down that money that helps pay staff salary, that helps pay for that insurance, utilities, internet, etc.
Absolutely. So last year you had your 80s prom.
We did.
Let's talk about it. Tell us how it all turned out, what the evening was like, and perhaps if you, no pressure. If you don't have any of the numbers with you, that's fine. But if you have any, estimates of funds raised and maybe how some of those have been applied, take us through it.
Absolutely. So like I said, the funds that we raise from events like this help us with our cash match. And so that's a huge blessing. But we had so much fun because it was our first year. So I had no idea how it was going to turn out. And it was a blast, and it was everything that I wanted it to be, because it was super laid back. People came in, they dressed up, they got their pictures made, and then we turned around and we emailed their little prom photos to them afterwards. So that was like, here's your memory. Please like it, share it, put it out there, tag us in it. We had plenty of food. We had plenty of beverages. The music, of course, was fantastic. We had so much fun, of course, with the 80s music, great DJs. The food was amazing, and it was just super chill and super laid back. We had a great auction. And, don't quote me, obviously, but I mean, we raised about $12,000 to $15,000 with that one night event, which is huge.
That's amazing.
Which again, we put that towards our cash match to be able to draw down those federal dollars. So it was, to me, that was wildly successful for a first year event. And I'm just looking forward to making this one even better.
Fun and fruitful, so much so that we're going to keep doing it this year. Time is 8:40. We're going to go and take our first commercial break. And when we come back, we'll continue our conversation with the executive director of Coweta CASA, Amanda Camp, as we chat about their upcoming celebration, fundraiser, and so much more. A Roaring 20s prom, dinner, dancing, drinks, and silent auction coming up Friday, April 19th, 7 p.m. at Old Moreland Mill in Moreland, Georgia. Community Voice brought to you by Tanner Health System and Oak Mountain Academy.
Health is a journey. It's making better choices, even when it's not easy. It's taking care of yourself and the people you love. At Tanner Health System, we're there for you with every step, with primary care, heart care, cancer care, women's care, orthopedics, surgical services, and so much more. We're dedicated to helping you live and feel your best. So let's get on that journey to health. You've got places to be for many years to come. Find us at tanner.org.
The AP Scholar Journey at Oak Mountain Academy is designed to provide students with a clearly defined advanced placement curriculum track to earn a series of distinctions upon graduation. This journey enables academically prepared students to pursue college-level studies throughout 17 AP courses in 5 subject categories while enrolled at OMA. I'm Patrick Uran, head of school, inviting you to journey with us on the mountain. For more information, visit us at oakmountain.us. Discover your journey at OMA. Prepare, explore, and achieve.
And we're back to Community Voice. Today is Friday, March 22nd. Happy Friday, everyone. We're back to Community Voice, and I'm your host, Josh Engel. Today, our guest is Amanda Camp. She is friend and the executive director of Coweta CASA and court-appointed special advocate.
You did so good.
Is that it?
Yeah, you nailed it. That's awesome.
Thank you. I was panicking because I started saying it before I realized
the internal
if I knew it.
panic.
Yeah. But my subconscious came through in the clutch. We're talking with Amanda Camp, of course, the director of Coweta CASA, as we discuss their Roaring Twenties prom. I can just hear the Eddie Cantor music and the Ray Noble, Al Bowley music playing in the distance.
Like the Great Gatsby, soundtrack. It's
big time.
It's gonna be so much fun.
Big time. I mean, you're thinking Great Gatsby. I'm thinking Boardwalk Empire. One's a complex story of the human condition. The other is mostly about bootlegging.
Yeah.
But the aesthetic's the same, and this is your opportunity to immerse yourself in the Roaring Twenties. Amanda, take us through it. Tell us what folks can look forward to, what the experience will be like, what they can expect, all the exciting things that are going to be going down at this year's fundraiser or Roaring Twenties prom. Quick aside, we are live streaming on our WLBB Facebook page. Just a reminder. So if you have any questions or comments for any of our guests, please hop in there. All right, Amanda, take it away. A Roaring Twenties prom.
Oh, my goodness. So, yes. First of all, I have to brag on my friends at the West Georgia Domestic Violence Shelter because they did a highly successful similar event like with the Roaring Twenties theme, and they are allowing CASA to borrow all of their decor. And so I love those ladies. They do amazing, amazing work in this community. And I just had to give them a shout out because they're saving CASA so much money by allowing us to use that decor. So that is more money that we're raising to be able to put into our mission of having volunteer advocates for children experiencing foster
Shout out
care.
To the domestic violence shelter.
I love my girls over there. They're fantastic. So the decor is going to be courtesy of them. They're wonderful. So when you walk in, hopefully they've already bought their tickets, but we will be happy to sell people tickets at the door. We want to make that registration check-in process as easy and quick as possible. And then they're going to be able to wander around and look at our silent auction items, which we have tons of stuff, a variety of different things. Like we've got a year membership to Atlanta Gun Range and Ordnance over in Noonan. We've got a will package from a local attorney that's going to do power of attorney, will, the whole kit and caboodle for someone that's looking to do that, which highly recommend doing that no matter what your age. We've got a year membership from Callaway Gardens, which who doesn't love Callaway? And I'm so excited this afternoon. I have to shout out to our friends at Mucklow's Jewelry in Peachtree City because they support local nonprofits. They have a book and they give you a month to get as many signatures as possible. Folks coming in the store. I'm picking up $1,000 gift certificate this afternoon from Mucklow's. So someone can really, if you are looking to pop that big question, if you are looking to buy that special someone a beautiful, unique piece of jewelry or gifts, because they have tons of different stuff in there, not just jewelry. definitely check out my clothes, and you can bid on this and be able to like support a good cause and get some beautiful, beautiful jewelry or gifts. So from there, they're going to get their prom picture made. We're going to have the cool backdrop. We are going to have like the fake Tommy guns, some hats, the pearls, the little fake like cigarette things for the women.
Of course, for the photos, you'll have the guy that goes under the little sheet, and the glass bulb that pops.
Yeah, absolutely. But we do those for all of our attendees, and then we turn around after the event's over and we email those to you so that you can share those on your social media, hopefully tag us and show us how much fun you have. And then you'll walk in. Our food is going to be provided by Dunk's Barbecue Catering, which is also in Noonan. And oh my gosh, amazing barbecue, amazing food. I went to some events where they've catered. Food is incredible. So food's going to be top notch, amazing. Then we're going to have music provided by a really good friend of mine that back in my Southwire days, my friend Jack Brooks, who is locally known as Daddy DJ. And he's amazing. He is donating his services to help out CASA, which again means that that's that much more money that we'll be able to raise to be able to put towards our mission and vision of providing that volunteer advocate for every kid in foster care.
And here I thought the only Daddy DJ was Colin Worthington. I didn't realize. That's what I've been calling him for years.
Yeah, you've called him Daddy DJ?
Exactly.
And he's like, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So the other Daddy DJ, the musical Daddy DJ,
yes.
He'll be there doing some music. Does he have marching orders to like? We're talking about, there's dancing. This is a Roaring 20s prom. Will there be 20s music?
There will be 20s music, but we're also going to mix it up and have like some 2020s music.
I see, like 100 year, like a...
Exactly.
Okay, I got you.
Exactly. So, yeah, there's going to be plenty of time to get out on the dance floor. This is a super laid-back event. There is not lots of talking and presentations. And, I've been to those fundraisers before where it's like, I paid this ticket price and you're like spending half the time talking. So like my remarks are always like super quick, super simple, thanking our sponsors very quickly, thanking the people that made the event possible. And of course we have Prom King and Queen. And so that is one of our auction items, is our crown and sash for our Prom King and Queen. So people will be able to bid on that. If you want to have your moment in the sun and be crowned prom queen, this is your opportunity. And the crowns are amazing. Just saying, I picked them out. So of course they're fabulous.
Of course they are. Yeah, naturally.
Yes.
Great taste. Course. You know what looks good.
I do.
So, this is an opportunity. There's a lot of layers to this. So not only can you, there's going to be some cocktails. Mm-hmm. Can you speak to the cocktails at all?
Again, we've got
bathtub gin or anything.
Yeah, wouldn't that be fun? We were thinking about champagne too, but we've got our friends at Crooks, which is in Sonoy, that is donating our beer, and they're going to do like the Miller, like that would have been around in the 2020s. And then my good friend with La Trattoria is donating wine for us, which, Mr. Gross is amazing and such a generous, loving community member. And so, yeah, we're going to have fun. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Wow. So you can come get some cocktails, some brews, and dance the night away to music from both the 1920s and the 2020s.
Exactly.
Now, heads up now, if some songs from the 2020s come up, we only talk about the positive things that have happened in 2020. Because I don't know if you remember, but at the very beginning of 2020, it was kind of a bummer.
Yeah,
so maybe
just a bit.
We want to talk about that. Now, the music that came out, yeah, you want to throw up some T-Swift, that's totally fine.
Absolutely. And people can make some requests. Like I've got like a post on the event page asking people if they've got any special requests. Jump on there and throw those in beforehand, and I'll pass them on to Daddy DJ.
Pass it on to Daddy DJ is the sentence I didn't expect to hear.
It is on this Friday.
Check the box off. Now, before we go to our last break, I do got to ask. So, this is Friday, April 19th. It's at Old Moreland Mill in Moreland, Georgia. Let's talk about tickets. You got to be 21 and up.
Yes. Obviously, we've got adult beverages. We want to be wise. We want to be smart. We want to be good stewards. So, yeah, 21 and up.
So, Roaring 20s attire is encouraged but not required.
Absolutely.
If you're listening, come on, put in a little effort, though. It's about the magic of the evening. So, even if you got to put on a striped jumpsuit or something, that could work.
It could work. And Amazon's got some great options.
Dig it. Okay, so how can folks get tickets to come to this?
So we have some flyers here. There's a QR code on there that takes them straight to the ticket purchase page. But if they go to CowettaCASA.org, click on events, it's got a little drop down menu and it will say 1920s prom tickets. And you just click on that and it's super easy. They're $75 currently, $130 for a couple, which you're thinking food, drinks, dancing, not too shabby.
It's quite a deal.
It is a deal.
For a magical evening,
Yeah.
sponsoring a magical organization, Coweta CASA. We're going to go and take our last commercial break. But when we come back, we'll wrap up our conversation with Amanda Camp, Executive Director of Coweta CASA, as we continue discussing their Roaring 20s prom coming up Friday, April 19th. Community Voice brought to you by Tanner Health System and Oak Mountain Academy.
Health is a journey. It's making better choices, even when it's not easy. It's taking care of yourself and the people you love. At Tanner Health System, we're there for you with every step, with primary care, heart care, cancer care, women's care, orthopedics, surgical services, and so much more. We're dedicated to helping you live and feel your best. So let's get on that journey to health. You've got places to be for many years to come. Find us at tanner.org.
Customized Academic Scholar Journey at Oak Mountain Academy is individually designed to provide students with a personalized, clearly defined academic track that earns the student a series of distinctions upon graduation. This journey enables academically driven students to pursue a focused, rigorous course of study personalized to their wants and desires. I'm Patrick Uran, head of school, inviting you to journey with us on the mountain. For more information, visit us at oakmountain.us. Discover your journey at OMA. Prepare, explore, and achieve.
And we're back to Community Voice. I'm your host, Josh Engel. Today is Friday, March 22nd. I think I got that right. 22nd? Yeah, I did. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So
Think about it.
Happy Friday, everyone. We're live streaming on our WLBB Facebook page. So if you have any last-minute comments, congratulations, any belated happy birthday wishes
Yeah.
to the birthday girl and Executive Director of Coweta CASA, Amanda Camp, feel free to hop in the chat. And I'd be happy to read those out to her. So if you're just tuning in, be sure to check out the full podcast of this episode or the live stream so you can get all the information about Coweta CASA's upcoming fundraiser, carrying on the tradition of fun and fundraising.
Yes.
That came out a lot better than I expected.
It
Fun
did.
and fundraising from the last year's 80s prom, which was so popular. Everyone had a blast. The photos, I mean, people are still posting pictures from that event.
Yeah, we had a great time.
It was a great time. So you can keep that magic going by coming to the Roaring 20s prom Friday, April 19th to benefit Coweta CASA, Old Moreland Mill in Moreland, Georgia. Amanda, you know, you've been very generous to some of the folks that have come out and businesses that have stepped up to make donations to sponsor this organization, and donate gifts to this event. Are there any other folks you want to give some love to?
I would love to. We've got some amazing sponsors this year that maybe haven't partnered with us before. One of the big ones is Brent Scarborough and Company, which is like a construction company out of Noonan, and we are thrilled that they are like one of our top sponsors this year. I've got some sweet friends at Progressive Heating and Air that are a new sponsor. My insurance agent, got to give her a shout out, Renee Horton with American Family. I met her through the Chamber of Commerce and Leadership Coweta, and so she became my insurance agent for my home and auto and all that, and she's been a continuing sponsor of Coweta CASA, so it's wonderful. The Kiwanis Club in Noonan, of course, is one of our huge supporters every single year. They do the big fair over there, and they raise so much money, and they turn around and invest that money back into the community, into our local nonprofits. So those are all fabulous folks. Piedmont Noonan, of course, is one of our sponsors. And there's still time for folks that want to sponsor. We would be happy to partner with you. Our deadline is April the 10th. And that's simply so I can get signage to be able to thank our sponsors and have their logos prominently displayed at our event. So we'd still love to have folks sponsor. They start at $250 and go up from there. So it's very reasonable, and every level includes tickets to the event. Or if they can't handle that and they just want to support CASA, donations of any size are always appreciated. And they can do those through our website or by mailing a check to our address. But we've got Venmo as well as PayPal. So we're easy.
Easy, breezy, beautiful.
Yes.
So, so you have until April 10th if local businesses would like to sponsor.
Yes.
I'm sure they will accept donations after, but
we totally will accept donations of any time, of any amount throughout the year.
So we did want to say that, if you're tuning in and April 19th happens to be, your friend's kid's wedding or something and you're not going to be able to make it, that's a shame because you won't have as much fun probably. But
exactly.
Even if you can't make it, you can still make donations to Coweta CASA or maybe buy tickets for some friends. They can go and have a good time.
Yeah.
They come back and report back. But businesses are still welcome to jump in and sponsor the organization and sponsor this event. So, we've went over the stuff that folks can look forward to. Mm-hmm. Got some great sponsors that have jumped in. If you could, we only have about 3.5 minutes left.
Sure.
If you could give folks one more time a quick rundown of what folks can expect and look forward to, and how folks can get tickets.
And I'm going to give a shout out. We're doing like 4 weeks. We've been doing like little online contests with different stuff. We gave away like a little CASA swag bag the first week. We did like a $25 gift card. This week's like little giveaway is a Stanley Cup. So if you've been looking for your Stanley Cup, get on. That is not a Stanley Cup. This is the new model. So we are giving away a Stanley Cup. All you got to do is go on our page, social media on Facebook, Coweta CASA. Look down through there. We've got a post where we're doing giveaway and trying to raise awareness, and it's got a direct link to buy tickets for the prom. And next week, we're actually going to give away 2 tickets to be able to attend the prom. So all you have to do on there is your typical little contest stuff, like share, comment, tag somebody in the post, and we'll do a drawing. So next week is the 2 tickets to the prom. So they can still get tickets or win tickets if they would like to.
Cool.
And support us and help raise awareness about the event. You can still buy tickets, CowetaCASA.org. You can call for more information, 770-253-0046. Reach out to us on social media. We do have like an event page set up. We're thanking sponsors, thanking donors to our silent auction. You can get more information and be able to click and go buy your tickets or sponsor. Because again, we'd love to have some additional sponsors come in and partner with us.
Absolutely. This is a great organization that are assisting families, that are assisting children.
Yes.
Of course, it's a great event. It's a win-win because people can come out and have an awesome time and have fun, make memories, and spend time with great people like Amanda Camp here.
Thank you.
But furthermore, you can also, the money spent will be tripled by federal grant funds. So I'm telling you, this is an opportunity to do something and get a massive return on your investment. And if there's anything worth investing in, I would imagine it is the children in our local communities. It is. Especially the ones that are struggling.
It is. They have experienced abuse or neglect through no fault of their own.
Absolutely. So this is an opportunity to have a blast, support a great cause. Coweta CASA presents the Roaring 20s Prom, dinner, dancing, drinks, and silent auctions. And maybe some G-men will bust in the door. And take all the liquor. But anyway, that's Friday, April 19th, 7 p.m., Old Moreland Mill in Moreland, Georgia. Amanda, thank you so much for coming on the program.
Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure.
And thank you to Colin, and thank you to Joel for handling the live stream. And thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you next week.